Hello and welcome to Left Coast Live. It is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. I am your host, Dieter McBusiness, joined as always by the one and only Stat Pat, stateless patriot from the Central Valley. I am from the coast of California. We are talking to you about national politics, a little bit of a California angle tonight in particular.
Hmm.
So it's good to see you, Stat Pat. I'm
Yeah,
wondering before we get into it, we'll let some people come in. Maybe I'll get a couple people in my chat real quick. So this is the longest my hair has ever been,
really.
and I think it's starting to look like I'm a Bond villain.
Interesting.
You know, yeah, I'm starting to look like I feel like I'm looking like a Bond villain with the five head. And I don't know. It's a bearded Bond villain or
You look TV ready,
a
honestly. Like,
bearded Gordon. Yeah, I could be working at Fox News with this hair.
no, for real.
Gotta tighten up the beard a little bit, but the hair is there for sure for Fox News. I think.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
like it's crazy that you say that because like my hair's been like halfway down my back for a while now. Like it's been long. I haven't actually like cut my hair in like, geez, 10 years, something like that. It's just been
Wow.
slowly. It's just been slowly disappearing as time has gone on.
No, these things happen. Some things are more important.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
I got someone in here, so I appreciate you make your presence known in the chat. Would love to respond to your interrogatories. In the meantime, let's get on with the show. We haven't talked in a while. We took last week off,
Yeah.
and it was fine with me. Oh, nice, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. How are you?
What's up,
Good to see
Tracy?
you. Um, I thought, yeah. I mean, is anyone surprised by MAGA just now changing the subject on the Epstein files? I mean, I'm not. Like, you knew this was going to happen. You knew that this particular roadblock was coming if you've been paying attention to politics at all in the last couple years.
Hmm.
And, um, everybody knows who Jeff Epstein is, and everybody knows that the circumstances of his demise were extremely sketchy. So yeah, I mean, Trump's on the list. So is Clinton.
Without a doubt.
Like, so are a lot of other powerful people. And
Yeah.
it's time to just like let it out. But MAGA is they're just like we talked about, they're overgrown children and just stomping their feet like, no, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
But it does. It does. It exposes them. It exposes him as the most corrupt president ever.
It's actually crazy because what's happening right now is like I don't think there's been like I mean this issue in particular. Hello, Megan. Thank you for joining as always. There hasn't been an issue in the history of Trump being a political figure that has divided his base more than the Epstein files and what we're seeing play out right now, without a doubt.
Right.
I don't know if you caught it yesterday, but I actually I did a little solo show for about an hour and a half, and I basically went over everything ever since the DOJ and the FBI dropped the bombshell. Like, oh, by the way, we looked through everything and there's no client lists, and also there's no evidence
Yeah.
that Epstein was blackmailing
Right.
anyone. And it's like,
Right.
do you think we're fucking stupid? Do you think we're suckers? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. If you're part of the MAGA cult, yes, you are pretty stupid, and you are a pretty big sucker if you're a
No,
part of the
yeah,
MAGA cult.
yeah, no, like,
That's it's gonna go down in history as a cult. We're gonna have to teach this in public schools now. We're gonna have to
oh, of
like
course,
completely overhaul our education system to be like, yeah, remember that big section on civil rights? Well, we had to do it again,
yeah.
and because it came back with a vengeance.
No, of course. It's insane because if you're part of MAGA, if you are part of the movement, if you voted for Trump, if you're a big Trump supporter, you follow conservative pundits and commentators and channels and whatnot. Um, so like if you're doing that, of course, like at some point they're going to cover the Epstein thing. They're going to talk about it. They're going to feed into the conspiracy, and of course it goes a variety of different ways. But like the key component of it like reigns true. There is a cover up, and the government is clearly involved with it. But who was president when Epstein died? It was Trump. So
Right.
since it all went down, it's like you don't think he had anything to do with that? And of course, um, the Michael Wolff stuff coming out with Epstein's like all the Epstein recordings and Epstein being involved with the first term of Trump's. Um, being in and out of the White House often during that first year of Trump's, like he was
Right.
directly involved, and like,
Yes.
but now that like it's really the Streisand effect. It's like there's nothing to see here. Then all of a sudden, there's a 1,200% uptick in Google searches of Trump Epstein. His entire base is turning on him. You can see in the comment sections of all his Truth Social posts or his Instagram posts. It's like, sir, I voted you because I want I voted for you because I want transparency. Where are the Epstein files? How is there not a
Right.
client list? Why is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail right now if there's no client list? Why is the
Right.
GOP refusing to vote to release said client lists? Why are you at first saying, oh, a list doesn't exist, and all of a sudden you're turning around and saying, oh, it does exist, but it's a hoax. It was made by Hillary and Comey and Obama, and they're out to
Right.
get me and shit. It's just like you can't even get your goddamn story straight. Like even your dumbest, most arduous supporters are going to be like, something's not right here. Let
Yeah,
me
but have
tell
you
you.
seen his have you
It's like,
seen his popularity numbers though?
yeah, they're going up
Because
for whatever goddamn
he's
reason.
still at 90% with
Yeah,
his base.
no, of course. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
Up in the
that's how
90s,
that's why we call it a cult, folks.
of course.
Because the fact that it's not like the part that the base is not even like they just oversimplify everything, man. And I say
It's
simplicity is the essence of genius, but oversimplification is the death of progress.
yeah, yeah.
And they just take everything at superficial. It's everything is superficial analysis with them. They don't
yeah,
think through anything.
no,
They don't realize that they're getting fucked.
yeah.
And it's just like at this point, I'm just can't care about their feelings.
No,
I don't care about their feelings.
yeah. They
I
put
don't.
themselves in this situation. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
them.
yeah,
I mean,
eh,
we live in a fuck you society.
yeah,
Like this society is, whether we like it or not, a fuck you society.
yeah.
And I've talked about it a bunch.
At this point, it's like you know, you, you can see the gears turning in their heads, like like because they're trying to figure out like how do I angle this? Like how do I
Right.
even approach this? Because on one hand, it's like, well, I mean, right? Because right now they're going after their favorite scapegoat right now, which is Pam Bondi. But it's like
Right.
Pam Bondi takes her orders from fucking Trump, and
Right.
And Trump is defending her, and so it's like they can't get to the conclusion that is like glaring like right in their faces, like Trump is behind the cover up.
Right.
It's just not registering to so many of them, and like they've been told for so long that Trump is a savior. When the QAnon conspiracies were all the rage, um, like like thinking back on it now, like maybe all that was a psyop, just to paint Trump as this divine savior who's going to expose the pedophile elites and uh, liberate us all from these creeps in our government and the deep state and whatnot. I think that was all just like a gigantic government ruse just so that way he can't be held accountable for his association with Epstein
Right.
and the fact that he probably put the hit out on him.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Maybe.
dude. Like,
I
like
mean,
just
we're not gonna
spitballing
know
here.
for we're not gonna really know for a while,
No.
is the truth. Because
No, yeah.
the scariest part about this for people who know about politics and who paid attention in civics classes or just did their homework on their own and figured out how government works in a fundamental way,
Mhm.
the sleeping giant here of power is the Supreme Court,
Mhm.
and they have backed him time and time again.
Yes.
and it's really a shame. Like,
Big time.
it's embarrassing, and
They're giving them all this
there
power
needs
at
to
their
be
own
some way.
expense.
You got to go after the Supreme Court. Like, we can't wait for these people to die. Like,
Yeah,
they need to go.
yeah. It
Like,
needs it needs
impeach
to
them.
be
Go right
stacked.
down the list. Go right down the list and just do it.
Yeah, they need to
Um,
expand the court. The first chance the Democrats get, like, there's no fucking around here. Like ever
right.
since the
No, expand
Democrats,
the court and appoint 3 justices that are super young and left.
yeah, yeah, no, exactly. Like because we can't wait for these fucking people to die. Like they're lifetime
No.
appointments, and like unless you can get some sort of um term limit kind of thing passed in the Congress and Senate, which I think Ro Khanna introduced a couple of years back or something like that. Like that's a way to go about it, you know. Uh, you know,
Yeah, it should be like 18 years or something.
yes, that's right. That was
Yeah.
part of the proposal, I think.
Yeah, it was 18 years, I believe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
why
mean, that's about the term that the chairman of the Federal Reserve gets or something. Um,
I
Something like
think
that. It's
I
not.
think you get
I think it's like 16 years or something.
I think the chair. Well, that's actually a good
Or who's
question because Jerome Powell was actually appointed by Trump, chairman
yeah, back in his again.
the Federal Reserve term. 4-year
Yeah.
term after being nominated by the President of the
Oh,
United
it's 4 years.
States.
Really?
Yeah. And
That's
then
it?
I guess so, yeah. He was nominated to a second term by Biden after being nominated to the position by Trump November 2nd, 2017. And
I love how just Biden just keeps him around.
no, yeah, because
Wow.
he's actually pretty good. He's actually not a bad chair. And it's especially crazy right now because Trump totally forgot that he's the one that nominated him to the position in the first place. It's like
Right.
he's like, who put this guy into like because he's
It's like you did,
been
you fucking idiot.
yeah, he's been just like lobbing all sorts of shit against him and whatnot because he wants him to cut interest rates. But like
Right. So that
what?
more money goes into the markets.
Yeah, but why is he going to do that if you're like if you're waging a global trade war? Like you're inserting nothing but uncertainty in the markets. You know, you're threatening tariffs on everybody. You're not getting any trade deals done at all. What like only two done, like Vietnam and UK, and they're not even that good. It's like uh, there's too much shit in the air right now. So
Right.
why the hell should the Fed be in any rush to cut interest rates?
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, of course.
It's just
Like
because
it's a
Trump wants
balancing
money
act.
going. Trump just wants as much money going into the capital markets as possible.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah,
That's all it means. That's all. That's the only reason why he wants rates cut.
of course.
Um.
Then he wants to take credit for it.
So
So
Gavin Newsom's got an interesting idea.
he sure
Just
does.
making California one big district.
Well, something like that. Like like
Can you explain it?
so. Texas is signaling that they're going to gerrymander the fuck out of their state so that way they can add more Republican seats to Congress. And there's no guarantee that that's going to work. But Gavin Newsom in California are like, okay, bet we're going to do the same thing because and the reason it's happening is because the Republicans are convinced at this point that they're not going to keep the House come the midterms. And so they're trying to basically uh, cheat their way into like maintaining their majority by basically changing what voters go to which seats, go to which districts and shit. It's pretty disgusting. And I don't think California is the only one that's going to be attempting to counteract this either. I think there might be other states like New York and Washington that might do the same thing, just to make sure that Democrats actually do win the midterms.
Hey, check 1 2. Can you hear me okay?
You're much louder now. Yeah.
I'm much louder now.
Yeah, and a bit
Okay.
echoey. Yeah.
Bit echoey. I don't know. I think my power just went out here and
Oh
then
no.
it came right back on. Yeah, but I think I don't know how it's would have stayed connected if the power went out because the modem would have gone out too. Um, okay, so California, so Gavin's starting to do the same thing here.
Yeah, yeah, basically. You might need to turn your mic down just a little bit or whatever like the input is, but other than that, you're sounding fine. Yeah, Megan's
Okay,
like,
how's that? Is that better?
yeah, Megan's like, now bro's in a cave.
Okay.
Weird.
Interesting how the volume just went up. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, I think he should. I mean, if Texas follows through, there's got to be. Is there a way that Congress can just prevent them from doing this?
I mean,
Like,
not real.
could they pass a bill? They could pass it. I think they
So,
could.
I mean,
The federal government supersedes the state government.
well, yeah, but like, I think the way it works right now is, especially in blue states, especially in Democratic held um, states and their makeup and shit, they have to go through like an independent committee in order to even like, I guess, approve new redistricting, like new district lines and shit. And so if they can bypass that, which is like the goal right now, it's what they're looking into. California is looking into it, then they might have the opportunity to actually do so.
Be great. I know
Yeah.
because I know there's some gerrymandering for the Democrats going on in Maryland.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, it's a sleazy business, man. This
No, of course.
redistricting. It's too much. It's just like state governments just get run amok by the extremity of their state. It's the two-party system.
Yeah,
It's a two-party system that ultimately fucks everything up.
of
But
course. Yeah, there are some
uh,
districts in like more. I mean, in both kind of states, Republican and Democrat majority, where some districts look like friggin' snakes. Like they're just drawn so wildly. You know, so that way, yeah, some districts are guaranteed to stay one way or the other. It's gross. Yeah,
did you see?
Maggie says
Did you
gerrymandering
see
never
David
ends.
Hogg? I'm trying to find it, but did you see David Hogg at the Philly YDA?
No, what's that about?
He was going nuts trying to get younger people to run for office,
Yeah, that's great.
and yeah, it's great, but
Yeah,
I can't
he's
find
cool.
it. Yeah, I like I got good vibes from him. I feel like he could be around for a while and make a difference, even though they're trying to sideline him.
I agree.
That's all. I mean, he just got to have to spend the next election cycle building a profile,
Yes.
and getting taken seriously. The old guard is just so stupid not to like embrace him or make some kind of deal with him that where he gets on their team. Like, would it be so hard to
Yeah.
just make a deal with the guy? It's like, all right, fine, we'll send you on Meet the Press, we'll send you on yada yada yada, but here are the limitations, or here's like what you're going to get in return, and here's what I'm going to, here. So it's like the fact that they just pushed him out really
Yeah.
bothered a lot of people.
Or what was or with what's going on with Mom Donnie right now and Hakeem Jeffries, refusing to endorse him. Whereas it's his state. Like why would you not?
Right.
It's gross. And at the end of my show yesterday, we did cover some good news.
It's a
A socialist is now the front runner to be the mayor of Minneapolis, Mr.
Nice.
Omar Fateh, I believe his name is, and
Uh-huh.
he's basically guaranteed to win it because it's a blue city, and he was endorsed by the apparatus there, and so yeah, basically another Mamdani, which is really cool. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Megan
nice. You
hates
want to watch a
American
quick
socialism.
video on him?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Let's do it. Um, Share screen.
Here we go.
Yeah,
They will be endorsing State Senator Omar Fateh in this year's mayoral election. Our Babs Santos spent the entire weekend following the developments. He joins us from our newsroom. And Babs, today you spoke with some political experts to get a sense of just how significant this is.
Yeah, Randy, and this is a big deal because it had been 16 years since a candidate was able to secure the DFL mayoral endorsement. Now, that means Omar Fateh will have the party's resources at his disposal as he tries to unseat Mayor Jacob Frey.
This is a big deal.
Across Minneapolis Sunday, political experts reacted to this weekend's DFL Minneapolis convention.
This is pretty significant.
The Target Center watched as two-term incumbent Mayor Jacob Frey faced off with Democratic Socialist State Senator Omar Fateh in a battle for the party's mayoral endorsement, a process that most agree did not go smoothly.
There were issues. Jacob Frey is furious and feels betrayed by the DFL because of the unorthodox handling of the endorsing convention.
As University of Minnesota political science professor Larry Jacobs explains, after electronic voting failed and paper ballots led to more confusion, the convention relied on a show of hands for hundreds of delegates to cast their votes.
There was real concern among Mayor Frey's supporters that they didn't even know a vote was occurring. They were not on the floor. They didn't get a chance to vote.
Now Mayor Frey is reportedly appealing the result to the state DFL party.
Of the delegates, questions are being raised as to, did he really have that? Or were there shenanigans?
Fateh appeared to have a majority of the Target Center's support, but some question whether that majority exceeded 60%. Regardless, he emerged from the convention, endorsement in hand.
I would say he's the favorite at this point in a city like Minneapolis, which is essentially a one-party town. Winning the endorsement is generally tantamount to winning the general election. And so right now, this puts him in a significantly good position to be able to win the mayorship.
On social media overnight, Mayor Frey wrote, "This election should be decided by our entire city, not a handful of delegates. I look forward to a full debate with Senator Fateh about our records and visions for Minneapolis's future." Neither candidate was available for an interview with Fox 9 on Sunday. Live in the newsroom, Babs Santos.
Probably because you're going to put me to sleep, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that guy's painful.
Right. No, yeah.
I
mean, good for Minneapolis. You know, this is. I hope that this happens more and more across the country, and it looks like it's going to be the case. I think Seattle has a mayoral race coming up where
it does.
I forget who it is. Katie something. It is the candidate to look out for there. So, hopefully, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully,
Shama Sawant, right?
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Let's see. Seattle mayoral race. Katie Wilson. Katie Wilson's the progressive, I guess you can say. One of the top fundraising candidates in the mayoral race.
Betsy, what?
She's one of the top fundraising candidates.
No, what's her name?
Katie Wilson.
Katie Wilson. Okay.
Yeah, and she's looking to topple the incumbent, and I think she's the one to like the most left candidate, the preferred candidate that we want taking.
Yeah, I think we might have some haters in the chat, so go ahead and speak up, guys. If you want to hate on the progressive left, go ahead. I'd love to know what the other side is saying about progressives, because I'm willing to bet they don't even know what the difference is between liberal and progressive and socialist and communist and all these isms and ists.
No, apparently they're all the same.
If you guys are digging the if you want to throw down here in the chat and drop some good questions or try to outsmart us, make us look stupid, go right ahead.
Yeah, tell us your thoughts on various figures. We've been talking about Newsom. We've been talking about Trump.
The Epstein files.
Yeah. Yep. And the Trump cover-up of the
there they
entire
go.
thing.
They're gone now. They left.
But yeah, Yeah. So I mean, in regards to that, the GOP is literally skipping town. They're
Yeah.
not voting on anything else. They're not passing any more legislation. They're saying bye bye, and then they got a 6-week break. You know, so they they're basically skipping out on any actual votes to pass anything because you don't want to actually come across anything like some sort of procedural thing where it would require you to put your name to a vote on anything Epstein related, and so they're not risking
Right.
it, and they're basically calling like they're basically going home. Fucking Speaker Johnson was a um, was behind was behind that basically.
Yes, but it's nearly impossible for this to happen. Can they be recalled?
Yeah, but just don't forget, everybody. The Republican Party is the party of protecting pedophiles and predators. And
Yeah,
it's like a lot of
Biden could have
that's
unsealed the
their
thing
argument.
too.
That's their
Yeah,
that's their argument right now. But it's also like you guys.
because Clinton's in there.
No, of course, and like that's the obvious answer. You know, like Democrats are protecting their own as well. Is it like so out of the realm of possibility to these Republicans that like there are culprits from both parties, like there are elites
Right.
from both parties that could be in the files, and so it's like, and not to mention, like the entire GOP voted against releasing the files like formally, whereas
Right.
like pretty much every single Democrat voted to release it. So it's like if it like now's the time, like it was actually put to a vote. So like if it was, you know, if it's such a big deal that the Democrats like, you know, didn't put to a vote before, they did now. So yet you're going to vote against its release. It's like come on.
Yep.
But Megan's like, I'll be a hater. For sure. Bring it on. She also says Newsom is a snake. Trump is a narcissist. Epstein is alive and probably Mossad connected. Epstein's alive? I don't know about that. I mean,
I don't know about that either.
That's definitely a take. I mean, the entire Congress is scared for the donuts. No, exactly. That's exactly it. And you know, the people that fund both parties are likely implicated.
Rachel has something to say. It's mutually assured destruction. Dems wouldn't have called a vote if they actually thought they could pass it.
Yeah.
Sure. But they just didn't want it on the record that they voted against it either.
Yeah, but it could have been possible that there probably couldn't have even been enough Republicans present at the time that they were casting votes to release it. So it's like, I mean, even though there's a risk, like they probably thought like, oh, well, this isn't going to pass anyway. You know, like it's still like too much of a risk because of like, what if it does? It's like, okay, then where's it go from there? Yeah, Megan's like, they did it for show. That's right. The minority doesn't put this up because they have hope it will go through. They do this as a political point. Yeah, just like
to make a point.
Yeah, just like how
that's what we're saying. You got to make a point.
Just like how they didn't codify Roe for 40 years. That's right.
She's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
codify Roe. It's so fucking stupid. Why didn't Obama do that?
No, exactly.
I'm getting pretty tired of the Obama love, dude.
No, me too.
I'm getting pretty tired. He skates on just like style, like, and ability to communicate in front of a camera very specifically. Yeah, but in a very like popular, deliberate way. And it's just because people haven't done their fucking homework on the guy.
No, exactly.
It's like, you know, we should have universal health care by now. If he had gotten universal health care, I would have like, you know, said he was a good president.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking about that earlier today, and it's like, that's just something that, I mean, why would they ever pass universal health care when they can just use it as an endless campaign issue? You know,
well,
like,
because it's because now you're getting a generation that's saying, well, everywhere else in the West has health care. Why don't we?
Yeah, but like,
it's been 45 fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's how long it's been.
Yeah, and they'll just kick the
I don't
can down the road because
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Because you can. No,
further.
it's narcissism, man. It's like my essay, The Right-Wing Magic Trick, How American Exceptionalism Became American Narcissism. Somewhere along the way, the American persona embraced a sense of entitlement that is consistent with empires that are about to implode.
Yeah.
Usually this kind of entitlement means that the country and culture and society will implode.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think we're witnessing.
Yeah. No,
Everyone's just counting the days till the fucking next election, but we still have we don't even, we're not even inside of a year.
No.
Like you and I are going to keep doing this. And, you go on and the right's just not changing, man. You go on their social media, God help you if you do.
Yeah, it's the same
They're
shit.
all about it, dude. They're all about the ICE and like raids. They're all like, yeah. And,
yeah, it's gross.
and you've got idiots like Joe Rogan and Andrew Schultz, like speaking for the youth Republicans, I suppose. And they're like, I didn't vote for this, so this is crazy. It's like, were you fucking paying attention, you idiot? Project 2025. It was right there, written out for you to read on your own, but you didn't because you're fucking lazy. Because you're fucking lazy, Joe.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it is like you tell a guy like Joe Rogan he's lazy, he's gonna take it personally because he works really hard on his body and he's like one of those kinds of guys.
Yeah.
And if you tell him he's lazy, then that might actually motivate him to change. But I mean, he's got to have. There's no excuse for someone with those resources. Like you can't bring in a producer that's like really well educated and like knows a lot more about things than you do to like get you up to speed on shit. And the fact that he just took that money from Spotify and just as another payday and didn't hire anybody new, like that, except for people who are just yes men, I'm sure. But I don't know where it turned that like conservatives are funny. Like I say, it's bully humor. It's not real comedy. It's just picking on the weakling. It's like schoolyard bullshit.
Yeah, or it's crude, or
or Schultz is like, I want a president who gets pussy or something.
Yeah,
like that's. Are you serious,
like
dude? Clinton got pussy. I'm like, are you fucking like? Are you like you expect me to take you seriously? Like after you say something like that, you think. Like, you're in debt to me now is how I look at it. Like you are, I mean, this is the thing about the left that I keep preaching that I hope people are listening to is don't let our obsession with equality ruin our chances of success.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I agree. Yeah.
Don't some people are more talented. Some people are more gifted. Some people know more. The people who know the most should be out front. The people with the biggest guts should be out front. Like it's there are leaders, there are followers, and there are people who just need to get out of the way.
Right.
So that's my advice is if you're on the left, make sure we're, like Zoran, for example, amazing piece of talent, amazing talent right there. And he, we've talked about it. He better be with a name like that and a look like that. He better have all the skills to pay the bills. And it looks like he does. So I'm happy for him. I think it's big for the DSA. It's big for the progressive brand. Insofar as progressivism has a brand because it's so fucking fractionalized inside of it. And people don't agree with my definition of progressivism either on the left. A lot of lefties wouldn't agree with the way I define progressivism.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just look at his campaign. People are in line and people are behind democratic socialist ideas. They're not about this new rebranding of neoliberalism called abundance or the abundance agenda, which is just basically like a new coat of paint on capitalism. It's like if capitalism is really successful, if there's an abundance of If there's just like abundance generally, everybody would have their basic needs met. That's not how it fucking works. That's like
No.
we've seen historically how that has played out. Like the
Yeah.
more there is, the more it's sucked up and funneled up to the 1%. Yet Obama has actually come out in favor. Like, I actually like this abundance stuff. Like, came out praising a book that was written by the people behind the abundance agenda and whatnot. And this, it's disgusting. Like the Democrats are trying to find any sort of messaging that can keep neoliberalism alive and dismiss socialist ideas and whatnot.
Yes,
and Megan,
but because everybody wants to get rich.
Yeah,
everybody thinks that they. Everyone thinks that they can. Everyone thinks that they can and will become rich in America. That is the American dream.
Yeah,
that's why they call it the. As George Carlin said, that's why they call it the American dream. Because you'd have to be asleep to believe it.
Yep. Maggie says,
Tracy chiming in. I spent my entire life arguing with others on the left. Too many egos. It blinds people. Yeah, that's what happens when you get smart people in the same room. And that's why I think the next leader will say something to the effect of, I don't have all the answers, but I know some really good ways of finding them.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's one thing that we do project onto our political leaders is this weird Messiah angle that they've got to know everything and they've got to have all the answers to everything. It's like, what if you had someone come along and say, I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to empower the most intelligent and well-educated and well-informed people in various positions of power? Because as we've realized with Trump 2.0, you're not just electing a president, you're electing his cabinet.
Yeah.
Or her cabinet.
Yeah, and there are figures that like just radiate ego. Donald Trump, Gavin Newsom, fucking Cory Booker.
But that always happens. But the ego thing, like, even Bernie, I mean, like, he doesn't have an ego. I mean, Bernie gets away with it because he's so physically unattractive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he comes across. No, dude. He's Larry. Larry David is better looking than Bernie Sanders. But like, you got the guy's authenticity is off the charts because you don't get the impression that he gives a shit about fame or money insofar as he can use those things to accomplish his political goals.
Right. No, exactly. Megan speaking on the why Obama is still like so popular to this day. He's carried by his blackness and his speech, as well as certain progressive policies during his terms, like gay marriage, the ACA, despite him literally getting elected arguing against those things. Not many people remember that.
Yeah, if you want to piss off a member of the DSA, bring up the ACA. Yeah. I mean, it kind of says it all, right? I mean, dude, Obama's chief of staff was Rahm Emanuel. Like, kiss my ass.
Gross. I hate that guy.
Kiss my ass.
Cannot stand that fucker. Yeah. And it's like, why are we lending any credence to fucking leaders like Hakeem Jeffries? Because like, if we do take back the House, what the fuck makes him a leader? Why should he get to be Speaker of the House? Is there no one fucking more suited to be in that position? Like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah,
no.
But he's got the position. I mean, he's just in the establishment. Yeah, it's going to take, like I said, it's going to take 2 or 3 election cycles to really get the boomers out of power.
Yeah, it sucks.
Most black folks don't like Obama. Only white liberals like him. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on where you look. Like,
a lot of, liberals like him because they don't do their homework too. There's so much ignorance on the left.
Speaking of which, like,
on the general left, on the relative left, they should start calling it the relative left.
Yeah, I guess Andrew Cuomo gets a lot of his support from older black Democrats in New York. But it's especially crazy because he's staying in the race. Everybody wants him to stay in the race so that way he beats Zohran Mamdani in the general election. And so it's like, he's trying to emulate him. He's trying to copy him. He has no idea what he's doing. He's literally just in there because, favors for his donors and the elites of New York and whatnot. And like, they can't have a socialist running shit. And it's like, he he loves New York so much that if Mom Donnie wins, he's moving to Florida. Like, yeah, that shows just how much you fucking care about New York City, you fucking piece of shit. Like, wow. Like,
Yeah, Cuomo's so dirty. It's kind of
Yeah.
pathetic that that's the best that the establishment could come up with is Cuomo. Like, come on, you didn't have anybody else that could really, give Zoran a run for his money. So it's a testament to how desperate that city is for real positive change.
Yeah.
Eric Adams is an absolute disgrace.
Big time.
Eric Adams is an absolute disgrace. And he was a very frequent guest on Morning Joe during his tenure as mayor. And people don't remember that. And it's just like gross.
Like,
right?
Why? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like you could, he's sleazy. He just gives off that vibe. You can totally tell.
Yeah.
But people were in denial about it for various reasons.
Yeah. Cuomo is a disgrace. That's absolutely right. Yeah.
What else you got, man? I'm down with doing a shorter episode tonight, but
Sure.
What else did you want to discuss?
Well, the Streisand effect remains undefeated. Like Trump really shot himself in the foot when it came to the Epstein cover-up and everything, because like he doesn't want anybody talking about it yet. That's pretty much anybody is talking about right now. Like still 2 weeks later. Other than that, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness, heavy metal icon, rock and roll figure. Like no words. I mean, like his legacy speaks for itself, But
Sure.
There are people, there are some woke scolds that point to like his history. Like he admitted to animal abuse in the 70s when he was drugged up out of his mind, and like when he abused Sharon here and there. And it's just like, I mean, people don't look at him and think like oh, this is a perfect person. This is some sort of role model. It's like, no,
he's a crazy artist.
Yeah, he's insane. Like that's
he's a crazy artist.
That's his entire thing. But like
that's what makes him great is his insanity.
Yeah, like he's had a major.
And he owned it. He owned when he crossed the line. He owned it. And
absolutely. Yeah.
So
and just people just trying to like shame others for, I guess, celebrating his life and legacy, because that's been in my entire feed like all fucking day. But just helplessly miserable fucking people. Get a life. Megan does bring up this. There's a starvation epidemic in Gaza right now. I'm not sure if y'all covered that. It's starting to accelerate.
Yeah, I saw some of that on Instagram.
Yeah,
it's not surprisingly. I don't want to show any of it. It's hell on earth. I mean,
yeah.
It's disgusting. It's a modern day Holocaust.
No, exactly. It's beyond fucking words. And the U.S. is complicit in it, and yet like there's still people like stroking Netanyahu off. Did you go see Superman, by the way?
No.
I would go see Superman. I think you.
I heard it was good.
It was really, really good. Like
cool.
You'll enjoy it. There's some things that James Gunn did with that movie that is like, wow, he got away with that. Like, or wow, the parallels here are just like crystal clear. It's very, very well done. It's a great movie. Anybody watching, go see.
Who's the bad guy?
Lex Luthor.
Who plays him?
I forget his name, but he's basically like a fucking technocrat type, like a billionaire. Who is?
Oh, it's the guy from the Russian movie about
Green Lantern. Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
Yes, Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He was in Love Actually all the way back in 2004.
Crazy. Oh yeah, when he was like a kid. Yeah.
I think he played McCoy. He played Beast in one of the X-Men movies. Yeah, he's good.
Oh wow.
Great, because that's always those movies. They'd always like. I feel like the bad guy really is what determines whether or not the movie works, because you got to come up with a creative way of justifying evil.
And it does it very well. Like Lex Luthor is a great villain.
Good.
You love to hate.
Because the good is
him.
obvious. The good is usually pretty obvious. What you should do. What the right choice is. That's usually pretty obvious to the audience.
Yeah, it's not cynical. It's none of that. Superman actually loves being a superhero. It's really well done. Lex Luthor's hate is pretty well spelled out. Like he is like you love to hate him. Like he is an irredeemable fuckhead. And it was actually it's seriously one of the best like superhero movies I've seen in a long time. And I don't even really see many superhero movies. But it was really, really well done. Like James Gunn knocked it out of the park.
And Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. That's a nice choice.
Yeah, she was great. She was fantastic.
Is David Cornsweet British? No, he's American. Yeah, all right. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, he might be Canadian.
That was my only issue with I mean, you got to admit though that after who was the original Superman, Clark Kent was Christopher Reeves. After Christopher Reeves, you got to admit that Henry Cavill was probably looked the part the best. This guy is an interesting look. He doesn't look like a normal Superman.
He nailed the role. Honestly, it's crazy. He's only 2 years older than I am. That's nuts. Yeah, no, like he was great. Like everybody, like the characters are great in the film. There wasn't anyone that really like failed to meet their roles, I guess you could say. Mr. Terrific was great. The Green Lantern was pretty funny.
Nathan Fillion.
It's just a really great modern take on Super. Have you ever watched that show, The Boys?
Yeah, it's a great show. I actually know someone who works on it.
Really interesting. Yeah, like this new Superman is a little bit like The Boys. It's like, it's geopolitically centered. There's involvement with the government and social media. It's great. I can't recommend it enough.
Right on. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap.
Mm-hmm.
For Staff Pat Stateless Pager, please subscribe to him. If you are not subscribed to him already, but you're subscribed to my channel, reminding you that you don't get change in America by asking nicely. We will see you probably either Thursday or next week. You'll see me tomorrow on this space at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Until then, we'll see you on Blue Sky.
Yes,
and
Blue
Instagram.
Sky, Instagram, and if you guys know, I'm back on Twitter as well. Megan says I watched like 3 episodes of The Boys. It's actually good. It is fan-fucking-tastic. Finish the first season. It'll hook you right in. It's great.
What show?
The Boys.
The Boys. The first few seasons. I'm a few seasons behind. I think I only watched the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I need to catch up as well. I book Amazon, but Mom has her Prime TV logged into one of the TVs. I use my brother's Amazon Prime. I actually watch them.
All right. Thank you guys. Don't forget, you don't get changed in America by asking nicely.
You guys have
Thanks for tuning in. See you guys again soon.
See you guys next time.